Jules or Julie, you know, because we're close now and hanging out at the kitchen table. And joining us is her daughter, Emma Walton Hamilton. Emma, so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You're as gorgeous as your mother.
Thank you very much. My son is your biggest fan.
How old is your son?
He's 10, and he's an aspiring chef, and he loves your show.
Yeah, it's a great way to get a good date.
It's true.
And you two are a great team in life as well. You're authors on your, is this true, on your 16th book together?
Right, absolutely.
16 books, mom and daughter together. Is this it?
That's the 16th or 17th, I'm not sure.
Thanks to you, wisdom from mother and child.
It's a Mother's Day.
It's a wonderful Mother's Day idea. I mean, what a wonderful thing for the two of you, too, to be authors together. I mean, isn't that nice?
It is for us. We began about, what, 8 years ago?
8 years ago.
Yeah, and we began about 8 years ago, and we've been working away ever since, and we love it. And
we have we have an imprint at HarperCollins Publishers, the Julie Andrews Collection, which is not only our books, but also books by third-party authors that we love and are passionate about.
And HarperCollins said, would you by any chance have some ideas for Mother's Day, since you are mother and daughter? And that's how this book came about. And all the photographs, Rachel, are from our sort of extended family collection. It's nieces and nephews and...
No kidding, so everyone in there
and a few friends and their babies and things like that, yeah.
It's so wonderful that you guys can share that, you know? Has it brought you closer together as a mother and daughter?
Well, we've always been close, but somehow the idea that when she was this high and leaning against my hip, that if somebody had told me in those days that this lovely lady would be talking to me as an equal and that we'd be writing together, it's just a wonderful gift for mum and hopefully for daughter too.
Absolutely. Is that like the greatest thing your mom could ever say? I mean, you know, what a wonderful thing. What was she like as a mom growing up? What was that like having Mary Poppins as a mom?
Well, the quality of singing in the shower was a little different than usual, but actually, the truth of the matter is she was just mom to me and to my siblings. I mean, that was her day job, and most of the time we just knew her as mom, and she was off to work. And the great thing was she really made the most monumental effort to be mom first. So even if she was working, she was up making scrambled eggs at 6 o'clock in the morning before we went
to school. Which is the only thing I can cook, by the way.
It stops with scrambled eggs.
I'm a good breakfast chef, but that's about it.
What about baking? I'm lousy.
Oh, I'm terrible at baking.
I stink at it.
Yeah,
See,
I mean...
We're bonding, we're bonding.
I have 4 other lovely kids, and I've got 7 grandkids and 2 great-grandchildren.
Oh, my Let them cook for you.
No, well, wait. Talking about baking, my littlest daughter, when she was younger, said to me, Mom, you've never baked cookies for us or anything like that. And I said, I haven't. Well, maybe we'd better begin. And I followed the brownie recipe or whatever it was I was doing, and it called for baking soda. And I didn't have any baking soda. And I thought, well, I've got bicarbonate of soda. Would that do? So I put it in, and they were totally inedible, those cookies. You couldn't even break them. So that was the end of my trying to do cookies for my kids.
This is the last time they asked for cookies.
That's right.
Yeah, I tried to make a cake for my mom once. I sifted 4 times. The thing never rose, and I was a basket case. I was crying.
I know.
I was just so... Oh.
You want to kind of really pull it off and do everything right. It doesn't work.
It didn't work out at all. It didn't work out at all. But, you know, I don't know about the rules in your house, but in my house, if I cook, I don't have to do the dishes or anything. Does it work out well for you like that?
Well, since I don't really cook, I'm the Muggins has to do the dishes. So I'm very good at that, actually.
You've been great with your hands up to your elbows.
That's right. Yeah, I do everything. Dishes, I do toilets, I'll do, you know, kitchen floors. I'm pretty good at that. I figure if I can do it, I can ask somebody else to do it, too.
You know, as Mary Poppins, certainly she gives a lot of good advice about life. What are some of your favorite pieces of advice that you've gotten from your mom?
Oh, gosh. Well, one that used to confuse me a lot, but it makes sense to me now, is a favorite expression of hers used to always be, stand on your head about it. And I would be like, stand on my head about it? You know, years later, I realized what she meant was look at it from the other perspective, try to see it from the other person's upside down. Yeah. Right, exactly. Yeah. But I was like, how is standing on my head going to make this situation any better than it was, you know?
Yeah, you want to talk about the slow train? I was like, maybe she means extra blood will go up.
But actually, it was very good advice, because I think you really have taught me the value of seeing life from both sides whenever possible. True Libra.
Yes, I am. I am, yes.
She really
And
is.
what is the greatest thing that you think you've learned from your kids? I mean,
Oh,
I'm sure.
God.
Yeah.
Just, I keep going on learning. I mean, I've never stopped, especially now that I have grandkids. Just so many things. Patience and this book's all about gratitude and being so grateful for them, and they're so unique, each one totally individual, and just the joy of it all, and allowing for them, trying to allow for them, and not put my own expectations on them, but trying to, you know, learning to let them be what they want to be.
Is it odd to watch your own children grow up and be moms? I mean,
Oh no, it's the best.
is it great? Because you're like, see, it's not as easy as you think.
No, it's more than that. Any mums in the audience, I think, will know what I'm talking about. It is probably the only, and it's so Mary Poppins, I'm so sorry. It's Pollyanna too. It's the only miracle, really, that a woman is allowed to be present at, to really know about, and to feel that when you're having a baby, and then to see your child experience the same thing is really wonderful. To say she gets it now, you know.
Yes, she does. Chills, I've got chills all over the place. You guys, you brought one of your books for everybody, didn't you? And you guys are going to leave a few extra for our online, so our home viewers can get in on it as well. So you can go to our website and try and win some of them as well. Shrek is coming out. We've got the 16 books. Get your kids reading, share time with them. It brings mothers and daughters and families and generations together, don't you think?
I do. Reading is, maybe for us, is one of the most important things you can do with your kids. Just sit them on your lap and trace the lines with your finger and let them just be exposed to it, and they'll pick it up so much faster.
Yeah, and it just expands their mind and their hearts and their imaginations.
And they do better in school later on, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to remember those really basic things like sharing time to read together, because today the kids, they know a lot more because of the internet and all of that.
They do.
But you learn different skills from books than the internet.
We feel that if you're not careful, the internet has its place, absolutely. It's wonderful. But if you have too many of the game toys and the Game Boys and all the things that I don't even know their numbers anymore, there's so many of them, you can get a little depersonalized if you don't do all the other things, like being exposed to the country and being exposed to reading. And
Absolutely.
Will you stop me pontificating, please?
I didn't think I was pontificating at all. I thought it was great advice.
Yeah, well,
From a great day. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Rachel. Thank you so much for having us.